Hey, what's going on, my Western World One community? Hey, check it out. You can always search for me on YouTube under Western World One. That's WESTON WORLDONE. And just subscribe. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and you can get all my updates on when I get ready to post my videos. All right. Thank you. Have a great one.
News 5 investigates a plea deal the 4th Judicial District Attorney's Office gave a child molester.
Instead of going to prison, Hector Gonzalez was given probation. And as chief investigative reporter Eric Ross uncovered, police arrested Gonzalez in a previous case for assaulting more young girls.
They offered him a plea deal. And that is when I reached out to you all because I was in awe of the plea deal.
A deal Valerie Montoya is outraged about. A deal given to a man named Hector Gonzalez, a man who repeatedly sexually assaulted Valerie's 4-year-old granddaughter.
Why should this man get to ride off into the sunset like he did nothing?
Valerie cared for her granddaughter in her mother's absence, but she couldn't always be there, especially with work. And that's when Hector and his wife, the friendly neighbors across the street, stepped in to help.
So if there were days I might be running late from work, I would call Hector or Susan or text him. I'd be like, I'm running late, can you grab the kids? And yeah, no problem. Now mind you, I have a 10-year-old son who thought the world of this man, who thought the world of him. So none of this.
All right, there you have it, right? As we was just looking at the footage of Hector Gonzalez, what's crazy to me is that when you see this, right, when you go to the website here I'm on the denverchannel.com, and it says here a man was given probation after molesting a child for months. Then more allegations surface. Okay, now you see that, right? Now I'm gonna scroll down some here, and it says right here, instead of going to prison in a criminal case that could conclude earlier this year, Hector Gonzalez was allowed to walk away on probation. KOAA also uncovered police arrested him in a previous case for assaulting more young girls a decade ago, but the 4th Judicial District Attorney's Office in Colorado declined to prosecute that case. Wow. Montoya had said, and that was some of her, her video. It's hard to really try to play the video because the copyright infringements, I don't want to get the strikes or anything like that, so I have to talk into its entirety. But you can also go do the research yourself, and you also will see the actual and I just read a little bit of hers. Michaela Windley says Gonzalez molested her over a period of 5 years. She say it started when she was just 5 years old. Wow. All right, and you can read a little bit more of the story here again at denverchannel.com. It'll show you some more stuff. And here's another one. Cassandra Matson is another sexual assault survivor. Now what's this here? I'm just gonna scroll a little bit here. Here we go. I'm paranoid about everything, she said. Ever since all this happened, I'm scared of him finding me, killing me, molesting me again. It's just changed who I am completely. Wow. She says Gonzalez began molesting her when she was 4 years old. After that, it carried on until it was maybe 7 years old, and then it was actual rape, Matson said. He took away my self-confidence, and he took away my childhood, really. Wow, so he sexually assaulted Cassandra Matson, and he just molested the other two. All right, and this was back here, 2009. Gonzalez was arrested for 4 counts of sexual assault on a child. In 2011, and I'm a little bit choked up about the situation, man. That's why it's hard to really read in its entirety, because just off of what the grandmother was saying, like, you know how we sometimes we just ask a neighbor or even someone that you know, hey, can you pick up my child? You know what I'm saying, for a few hours, and it leads up to this situation. You know, you don't know that until, you know, something that has to come out or rises, and this is like really sad, man. So I'm gonna leave the actual descriptions. Well, I'm gonna leave the links in the descriptions below, so that way you can go back and read it for yourself. But I just wanted my Western World One community to just kind of be aware of what's going on in here. And I'm just scrolling up, you know, scrolling down here. Here it goes. Say we lived in our home for 15 years. Matoya said we had no intentions of ever moving, but at the end of the day, you can only rearrange your living room so many ways. You still have to go out that front door of that house. Gonzalez house across the street has become that house. After pleading guilty in a sexual assaulting Montoya's granddaughter, Gonzalez sold his house and he moved to New York. So hey, he's in the state of New York now. According to the court records, he'll remain on probation until 2023. Wow. Masson and Winley hope by sharing this story, more people will come forward and report the sexual assault. Wow. And again, you can read up on this. Use right here, the Denver channel. You can read up a little bit more on it and go from there. I just didn't want to keep on adding the videos from the news because for some reason, even though it's public information, they still give me copyright strikes, and all I'm doing is just trying to you know, promote justice. So like, share, subscribe. I will give you a little bit more update if anything else is a rise to this story here. But other than that, man, thank you for tuning in with Western World One. And I have some more news for you later.